Hello everybody, CritCrab here with another story, and this one is about what might be the world's most bigoted GM that not only kept hitting on his players who weren't attracted to him in the first place, but he also tried to force his sexuality onto the other players. Roll post. At the time, I was a lesbian. Now I'm a straight trans man. These games were weekly, online, long-time group of dedicated friends from all over. One friend wanted to DM, so we let him. It was some kind of Digimon-esque setting. Characters got sucked into a computer and animals were weird and could talk in the computer world. He wanted our characters to be adults, because he wanted to see how that world could be modified by adult characters as opposed to kid characters. So, since the setting is modern-day Japan, because he's a weeb, which is fine whatevs, I decided to play a Japanese cop with a complicated relationship to the Yakuza. It was going to be a guy, because I wanted to try out a more masculine role. Plus, then he could be my now wife's love interest, since Japan was really weird about LGBT relationships at that time. It wouldn't make sense. Now, wife was playing the overlooked younger sister to a pop star. Pop star was played by the narcissist of the group. Since DM didn't say we had to be Japanese, genderqueer friend picked to play a foreigner who was on vacation, a backpacking across the world blogger type. Genderqueer friend had wanted to play a ditzy blonde traveling Instagram chick, basically. Problem is, friend was biologically male, so DM said that they had to play a guy. So they played a ditzy blonde traveling Instagram guy. But then the DM decided that he didn't like that and forced genderqueer friend to change his character's career and past so that the character was homeless and a weeaboo. So he went to Japan to live in internet cafes. DM said that I had to play a chick, even though it didn't make sense for my backstory, since my backstory involved failing to rescue a damsel in distress. He said I couldn't have a past lesbian relationship. My character was a straight female, and the person who died under my character's watch was now male. DM also said that I couldn't have our characters in a relationship because now wife's character is obsessed with a boy she can't have from her school. Even though it made no sense for her backstory, she was homeschooled to avoid trouble from having a famous sister, and he said all characters are straight. There were several other characters and players, but none of them got modified too badly because none of the other players are LGBT, and/or they didn't write LGBT characters. The DM had a DMPC. The only other player who was modified in any significant way, we found out later, was a closeted lesbian. She had only told the DM a few days prior when he tried to hit on her. I can't remember what changed for her, but anyway, you get the drift. These rulings rubbed everyone in the call the wrong way, since DM and everybody else in the group knew that now wife and I were dating exclusively. The players all talked about this behind the DM's back in a player-only chat. Even the slightly homophobic player said, "Look, I don't understand how you feel or why you feel that way, but forcing you to change your characters was wrong." So the campaign goes on. We get sucked into a computer and meet friendly talking animals. Mine was basically a walking set of guns with a brain who could turn into a magical tank. So that's alright at least. I'll call it Gunmon, and it's basically a companion/NPC that I control part-time. Everyone got one of these, except they were different to be alike to what the characters would get a soulbind with. Then it got weirder. As we started RPing, the DM started pairing us up, basically shipping our characters in a forced way. Any charisma check against the other players would only work if it was between characters he wanted to get together. If the team had to split up, he always forced us to go with specific other characters. Genderqueer friend and I were shipped. Now, wife wasn't shipped at all, because she has that boy from school. The players in the player-only chat joked it was incest with her brother, because who else would it be when she was homeschooled? We endured this because we just wanted to play, until it got too weird. Alright, I'm about to head out. That's all for today, because guess what? You have been bamboozled. This is a collab video with my very good friends over at the Loading Crew.
Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart, and I'll be finishing this story over on my channel called The Loading Crew. If you thought this was bad now, you ain't seen nothing yet. After you're done, be sure to subscribe and check out the other RPG horror stories I have on my channel, or watch our video essays, or our long-form Pokemon D&D campaign. See you there!